Hi, I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor, and thank you very much for watching this. I'd like to invite you to a one-day seminar that we're going to be conducting all over California and Florida. And here's why you want to be there. First of all, a little bit about me, if you're not aware of my background in real estate. I've been in the real estate industry for 25 years. I've sold over 10,000 homes. I had a large team. I was the #1 agent for RE/MAX worldwide for many years. So I've been in the trenches successfully doing what I share with other real estate agents for a long, long time. In fact, I've coached over 30,000 agents over the years on how to make more money and have more time and have a better experience as a real estate agent. So here we are, we're on the other side of a pandemic. And some people say, oh, we're going to go back to normal. I don't think so. I think we're going to go back to a new normal. And here's what you've been faced with. The problem you've had over the last year or so is a massive shortage of inventory. It's very frustrating, right? Because by the time your buyer knows about a new listing, it's either already sold or there's multiple offers on it. And even if your buyer makes a bid way over the asking price, they're probably still going to lose out. So it's been very frustrating for you and the buyer. The same applies to sellers. Many sellers are reluctant to list their home until they find their next house. So I sort of get that, right? Like, even if you offered them over the asking price, they're reluctant to list their home until you can find them a property, but you can't find them a property. So this is the problem that I want to help you solve when we get together at this one-day event. Now, the event isn't free. It's $89, right? So the reason I don't do it for free is I only want motivated realtors, serious realtors to be there. People don't value things that aren't free. That'll basically just cover the free coffee and drinks I'm going to give you, and maybe help cover some of the AV. What we're going to cover during this one day is we're going to cover lead generation done right, modern, smart marketing. You have to be your own marketing director. Okay, some of you are buying leads from Zillow or Realtor. I mean, these aren't even real leads. It's basically scraped leads. That's why when you call them, they don't answer the phone. And when you do speak to them, they have no idea they were contacting a real estate agent. I want to teach you how to generate real leads, not scraped leads. I don't want you to be positioned as an unwanted pest. I want to show you how to be positioned as a very welcome guest. So this is what made me super successful. This is what made me the top RE/MAX agent worldwide, and why I've successfully been able to pass these strategies on to over 30,000 agents. They really work. A lot of the people talking about how to get rich in real estate, they've never actually gotten rich in real estate. They might get rich selling you whatever they're coaching or whatever. Hey, this is $89. If you're not blown away, I'll just give you the $89 back. It's no big deal, okay? It's basically a qualifier. Here's what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to be able to target the most profitable buyers and sellers in your marketplace, right? We're going to talk about specific target marketing. Did you know that you've got the power to reach out to any segment of the market that you find most profitable? So we'll talk about how to identify those most profitable pieces of the marketplace. Then the next question is what offer should I make? What offer would most resonate with those best buyer and seller prospects? Because the goal here is we want the buyers and sellers chasing you. I don't want you to make an outbound call to anybody that hasn't first come to you. Do you see how you're going to be positioned in a much better way if we can get them coming to you? And I want so many buyers and sellers coming to you that you've got the luxury of choice. We've all had bad buyers or sellers, right? People that lie to us, they don't respect us, they fight us all the way through the transaction. Look, that not only has a negative effect on your income, it makes you feel bad about what you do all day long, right? If you work with a difficult prospect, you come home after a long, hard day, you're not in a good mood. Real estate should be fun, right? Because the opposite's true. When you work with a great prospect, somebody that's come to you and you're positioned properly and they value you, they take your advice and they get the right results, and then they give you referrals. So this is what we're talking about, is how do we become successful by identifying that piece of the marketplace that's going to be the most profitable for you. How are we going to craft these offers to get buyers and sellers to come to us? And then how do we have a proper follow-up system? See, the money's in the follow-up. If I show you how to generate the leads, but you don't have a proper follow-up system, well, you've kind of wasted your time and your money generating the leads in the first place. So we're going to talk about what is the most effective follow-up system that you should be using to help qualify the buyers and sellers, to automatically answer, sift, and sort the prospects. So you're only following up and meeting with the most qualified, most motivated buyers and sellers. Next thing I want to teach you is what are the ingredients of an amazing listing presentation or an amazing buyer presentation? Let's agree there's probably a best way, right? Well, I spent over 20 years tweaking and testing and figuring out what are the best things to say when you're in front of a buyer and seller, and what is the proper order, right? So I discovered over trial and error, 10,000 presentations, the right things to say in the right order. So at the end of the presentation, we want the seller or buyer to say, okay, great, where do I sign? Right now, if you're at the end of your presentation, if you're faced with all kinds of objections, if you have to be an arm twister, if they're trying to negotiate your fee down, you're getting any resistance at all, it just tells me that your presentation just isn't strong enough. So I'm going to help you with that. Then if all this works, you're probably going to wonder, well, how do I scale this, right? If all this works, how can we make this really big? So you're not just limited by you as a solo agent. Now, some of you watching this might already have a team. I will show you how to have a bigger, more efficient team. Some of you may not have interest in a team, but keep an open mind because you will always be limited by what you can do, right, as a solo agent. So what if I helped you grow your business to the point where you actually required some people to help you do some of the work? And then eventually the people on your team are doing most of the work. And then eventually maybe your team is doing all of the work. And now you've really essentially got a business instead of a job as a solo agent where everything depends on you. So hopefully I've got you excited, but these are the kinds of things we're going to be talking about during the one day. Folks, this is a no-brainer. You probably heard of me and my success in the industry, both as a real estate agent and one of the top real estate coaches in the country. You can come for $89. If you don't love it, we'll just refund your money. There's a registration button somewhere around here. Click the registration button right now because seats are limited. Get yourself registered and we'll see you at one of our upcoming events. Thank you for watching this video. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor.